Did you know Mom died?
I don't have this number. Who is this?
Just because you haven't seen me in 10 years, you can't have forgotten your big brother. Don't you have my number saved? It hasn't changed.
I don't have a brother. Are you sure you don't have the wrong number?
We lived together in the same house when we were kids. We may not spend much time together these days, but we're related by blood. That's the most important thing. We were family before Dad divorced that other lady.
You seem to know a lot about me. Are you a friend of my former brother?
What do you mean former? How long are you going to pretend that you don't know me? You really don't have any good personality traits, do you? I can't understand why anyone would want to marry you. That guy must be crazy.
Look, I don't know who you are, but you've obviously never met my husband, and I would appreciate it if you didn't insult him.
I did see him that one day I lost big on a game of poker, and I went over to your place to see if you'd lend me the money I lost. He was the horse-faced guy you were holding hands with walking down the street, wasn't he?
How do you know that?
He yelled at me to keep my hands off of you. Don't you remember?
Is this really Joshua then?
Of course it is. Why would I pretend? I'm your loving older brother, the guy who flushed your stupid goldfish down the toilet when you were in elementary school. You have to remember that.
Of course I remember that. I cried for days.
You really did. I thought that we would have to think of a new nickname for you, like the Blubberer or something.
I still can't believe that you flushed my Dagon away while he was still alive. You must be some kind of psychopath, don't you think?
What a ridiculous name for a goldfish. Why do you have to give all your pets such weird names?
How do you have my phone number, Joshua? And how do you know about my wedding? I'm pretty sure I never told you about it, and I haven't given you my new number after I changed it. What's going on? We agreed you wouldn't contact me anymore. I said next time you get in touch, I'll file for a restraining order.
What was the name of the guy who was your friend at school? He was your only friend, so I used to tease you that he was your boyfriend, remember? Was it Patrick or maybe Philip? Anyway, I asked him and he told me.
Patrick gave you my number and told you about my wedding?
Yeah, you moved house, so I was looking for you, so I went back to our old neighborhood. He was having lunch at a cafe there, and I recognized him. I didn't need to threaten him much. He told me pretty much straight away. Although I did have to spin him a bit of a tale about how I turned over a new leaf and don't gamble anymore or anything. He's very gullible, your friend Pat.
He didn't say anything about it. He never even mentioned that he had seen you.
Well, you know I was never nice to him when we were kids. I think I might have traumatized him a little bit. I just said he wasn't allowed to tell you that he'd met me, and if he did, I would put him in a wheelchair for life. He looked like he was about to cry, the loser.
You're a horrible person, Joshua. You've got no standards, have you?
I can be nice. I'm coming to your wedding today in the place of Patrick, who can't come because he has work. Isn't that nice of me? I think it is.
You can't come because you were never invited. Are all of those missed calls I had after the service from you as well?
They sure are. Why was your wedding ceremony so early in the morning? I thought it would have been starting around noon like normal.
Are you trying to suggest that you've been invited to hundreds of weddings before and my wedding is not normal enough for you? Don't be ridiculous. I'm pretty certain that the only wedding you've ever been to was your dad's. Anyway, it is none of your business what time I have my wedding ceremony. You're not invited.
Whatever. This is time sensitive. I'm in a hurry. That's why I was calling you so much.
What's the urgent problem then?
Today's the day of Mom's funeral. Did you forget that already? I literally just told you she died. You must be really stupid.
What are you talking about?
You need help with the funeral costs. About $5,000 should do it.
Is the person who you're calling Mom the woman who our dad cheated on our mom with? The person who caused them to get a divorce, which led to you and Dad moving out and leaving me and Mom alone? Is that the mom you're talking about?
She looked after you whenever you came to visit, and you called her Mom then, so why not now? Don't you even feel a little bit thankful to her that she let you live in our house at weekends? Don't you feel a little bit sad that she's dead?
No, she always treated me really horrendously. She forced me to clean the whole house and cook the dinner when I was there. I was basically her servant. I only have one mom in this world, although I can't see her anymore. Don't contact me again, or I'll get that restraining order, I swear.
You've got no sympathy for anyone and you don't care about anyone except yourself, do you? It's only $5,000. Are you trying to say that you can't afford it? Because I know you can. I know where you work, remember? Get that $5,000 because I'm coming to your wedding and I'm not leaving without the money.
I was surprised to find I had so many missed calls during my wedding ceremony, but I was even more shocked to discover that they were from my brother, who I hadn't heard from in years. I couldn't believe this would happen on the most important day of my life. I was supposed to be having a wonderful, happy day, and I was until he got involved. My name is Hillary. I'm 28 years old. I'm supposed to be in the middle of enjoying my wedding day right now. I was engaged to my husband, Derek, for about 2 years, but we had so much going on with moving the house and other things. So we didn't get around to planning our wedding until recently, when stuff finally started to calm down. My parents got divorced about 15 years ago when my mom found out that my dad had been cheating on her. Apparently, it had been going on for quite a while, because my brother already knew, and he and my dad bought this woman into our house to meet us. Then they announced that they were all moving in together, and my brother said that she was the only mom he needed. But she wasn't a very nice person. She wore horrible, cheap perfume and always got her nails done so long that she couldn't use her cell phone properly. I was still pretty young, so my mom tried to encourage me to maintain my relationship with my dad. She sent me to their house every weekend for a few months. Whenever I was there, I remember this woman would just call me names and make me feel ugly and stupid. And she made me clean and cook too. After I eventually told my mom, she said that I didn't have to go there anymore. Since I turned 18, I haven't had any contact with my dad or my brother. I didn't invite either of them to my wedding today, but I was a little bit worried one of them might find out about it. I told the venue staff about it. I showed them pictures and asked them to keep an eye out for my dad or my brother, because I didn't want either of them there. But I guess my brother managed to get in somehow.
How did you like my little joke? Was it delicious?
Are you 5 years old? What kind of person crashes someone's wedding and pushes their face into their wedding cake? You're a disgusting person. I am ashamed of you.
Aw, come on, you deserved it, didn't you? Why would you plan your wedding on a day like this? Didn't I already tell you? This is a family funeral day. You should be here supporting our father.
How did you even get into the venue? I told the staff you weren't allowed in. I even showed them a picture of you to make sure.
They just weren't fast enough for me. And the rotten garbage I took from outside the supermarket probably caused a bit of a distraction. Didn't you see it?
No, I guess they must have cleaned it up already. What is wrong with you? Why do you enjoy causing problems so much?
I just can't help myself. It is so much fun to see everyone freak out like that.
You have a serious personality disorder. I think you should see a doctor before you do something stupid and end up in prison or something.
You can say what you want. You're not gonna change me. I do what I like. By the way, how much did you spend on that wedding?
Excuse me?
The venue is huge, and you obviously hired the whole place. It must be costing a bomb.
You have no right to ask, and there's no way I'm gonna tell you. What other rooms did you go into? You didn't touch anything else with your disgusting, rotten trash, did you?
I might have opened a few other doors.
I don't think we hired the whole place, though. Weren't the doors locked?
There were a couple of doors that were locked, but it wasn't difficult to force the locks. For an expensive place, I guess they should spend a little more on security.
Did you break the lock on the dressing room?
Yeah, I mean, if the door is locked, it makes me more interested in what's behind it.
I'm standing outside it now. It looks like you've completely ruined the door. What did you do to it?
I broke it with a hammer. It's the quickest way.
You're unbelievable. You must have caused hundreds of dollars worth of damage to the store.
Anyway, it looks like that was where you were storing the presents and the cards, wasn't it? I opened the cards and took the money out because you owe me for Mom's funeral costs.
That's stealing. You can't do that. You have to give it back right now.
What are you talking about? This isn't even enough compared to what you owe me. Once your wedding is done, bring the rest to my house. You remember where it is, right?
I am not bringing you any money. I should call the police, since you've stolen money from us. Where are you now? You're not still somewhere at the venue, are you? I hope you didn't break into any of the hotel rooms, because then you'd really be in trouble.
If I go into those rooms, will there be alcohol or something? I feel like celebrating.
Probably, but there's alcohol behind the bar too. But why would you steal from the venue? There are security cameras everywhere.
I'm just taking what I'm owed. They can't punish me for that. If I find money in any of those rooms, I'm taking that too.
Don't you know how the law works? You can't just take other people's money, even if you think they owe you.
Whatever, you just watch me.
Where are you? I'm coming to try and find you.
If I see you, I'll knock you out, so don't bother. What is going on, Hillary? I just looked out of a window and there are police cars everywhere.
What did you think would happen? You might have distracted the staff here when you got in, but they have a security system. Obviously, they were going to call the cops when they realized that there was a thief around. I didn't even have to say anything. One of the staff came and found me and told me that they were sorry about the trouble, but they had to call the police. I was able to tell them where I thought you would be, though, so at least I could be useful.
You told me to go to the hotel on purpose, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought it was more likely you'd be caught if you went up there. We've all evacuated, so it's just you and the cops in there now. Good luck.
Did you use your husband's relatives as bait? You're as bad as I am.
No, obviously I knew no one would be there. Anyway, it's hardly a comparison. I was just making sure you would get caught.
This is ridiculous. I can't believe you'd sell your actual brother out to the cops for something as stupid as this. You must have become an even worse goody two-shoes since Dad and I left. Doesn't your life get boring when you're always being good like that? What a complete loser.
How are you calling me a loser when you're the one who's about to get arrested at his sister's wedding? And I don't even consider you my brother since you betrayed Mom like that.
Fine, if that's what you want. I won't consider myself your brother anymore either.
I hope you don't think that's going to make me feel bad because it's far too late for that.
You're obviously a horrible person. Who would put their own wedding first when they should be mourning at a parent's funeral? I hope that you get what's coming to you.
Stop trying to take the moral high ground when you just crashed my wedding, stole my money, and caused a bunch of damage to the venue. The only person in the world who I consider to be my parent is my mom, the woman who gave birth to me. Dad and that other woman mean nothing to me.
It doesn't matter what you think. Society expects you to attend the funeral of someone who treated you like their own child.
Not in my world. She never treated me like her child, and I only really knew her for a few months. And you have no right to say that. You never had the guts to come to our mom's funeral.
What?
Our real mom died 2 years ago, but you weren't at her funeral and neither was Dad. I was done with you both before that, but even so, I was shocked.
What are you even saying?
Mom's older sister, our Aunt Mary, called you about it. I wasn't sure, but she convinced me to let her try. She said you were family, even after what happened. But you didn't come, so I assumed you didn't consider yourself family.
Right. She called, but I told her that old cow meant nothing to me and put the phone down.
I know. I was right next to her and I could hear you shouting down the phone. I'll never forgive you for that, so all of this is just adding to how much I hate you.
So what anyway? Why would I go to the funeral of someone I barely knew, even if they are related to me?
Exactly. That's the exact same reason I'm not going to your mom's funeral. I only knew her for a few months, around 15 years ago. And there's no reason for me to share your funeral costs, since you didn't help us when Mom died.
Oh, shut up. The police are screaming that they're about to break down the door if I don't let them in. What do I do? You have to stop them.
I don't have the power to stop the police.
This is your fault, though. If you hadn't had that stupid wedding today, I wouldn't have come here. Why is this happening to me? Tell them you gave me the money and I didn't steal it.
Why would I lie to the police? I'd get in trouble too.
You should get into trouble. You should have just handed over the money when I asked for it. Then I wouldn't be getting picked up by the stupid police.
Oh, come on. Someone like you who doesn't even care what they do to other people. If it wasn't this, eventually you would have been picked up for something else. I bet you already have a record. I bet this isn't your first time.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? I will never forgive you for this.
I didn't do anything. You brought all of this on yourself. And it's me that's never forgiven you, remember? I have been looking forward to this wedding for such a long time, and you somehow managed to ruin it, just like you ruined pretty much all of my major life events.
What do you mean?
I mean how you gave me a beautiful haircut before my elementary school graduation, and you turned up to my prom and started calling me names in front of my date. There are more examples, but I don't want to waste your time before you get arrested. I just thought I really deserved a day where I could be happy and not have to worry about anyone. I spent such a long time looking after Mom. It's already sad that she isn't here to share it with me, but now I can't complain to her that you ruined my happy day again like you always do.
Why did you spend such a long time looking after her? What was wrong with her?
I don't know why you're interested now, but she had early onset Alzheimer's for a few years before she died, and it got quite bad.
Was it that?
It's when you get Alzheimer's before the age of 65. It started off with her forgetting some random little things during the day, but then soon she was forgetting how to read and write and do simple sums.
What does this have to do with your wedding day? I don't get it.
At the time, I had a great job that I loved at a fashion magazine, but when Mom started to get too unwell, I had to quit to look after her. I was already with Derek when it all started getting worse, but I didn't want to cause problems for him, and I couldn't really deal with the relationship as well. So I was planning to break up with him.
I don't know why you quit your job to look after a demented old lady.
Of course you wouldn't understand that because you've never cared about anyone but yourself. Anyway, instead of breaking up with me, Derek proposed and said he'd be there for me, and whenever I needed space, I could stay at his place and he'd stay with Mom.
I don't understand him either. Who would volunteer to be a part of that garbage?
Well, unlike you, he's a nice person. He said he wanted to make sure that Mom and I were as happy as we could be.
He's a loser.
So we got engaged, but Mom was so unwell, and then after she died, we had to move house and there was a lot of stuff to take care of. Derek got a promotion while all of this was going on too, so we were both super busy and didn't really have the time to plan a wedding.
Oh, he got promoted? What's his position now?
He's a regional director. Why?
Doesn't he make a lot of money?
That's got nothing to do with you. Haven't the police got in there yet?
I can't believe that horseface is a regional director.
Promotions aren't judged on looks, Joshua, but even if they were, you'd never get one anyway.
Now that you're married, he and I are related, aren't we? He can't be the guarantor for my loans.
There is no chance. We'd never agree to that.
I can try and forge his signature. I'm pretty good at that.
We're not helping you pay off your gambling debt, so don't even try it. It is gambling debt, isn't it?
Sure, Dad and I both like our weekly poker matches, but not Mom.
What about her? Has she left you with a bunch of debt too?
Yeah, she had some credit cards she never paid off. Apparently, she liked to treat herself with expensive facial treatments and designer cosmetics. We didn't find out until she died because she was keeping it all a secret.
I bet she didn't even know about your gambling loans either, did she? It serves you all right for not being responsible with your money.
You guys need to help us out, though. With the interest, it just keeps adding up.
Why don't you just waive your right to inherit? Then you don't have to inherit her debt as well.
What does that mean? We don't have to inherit her credit card bills. How do I do that?
Is that debt the reason you were here trying to make me pay for funeral costs?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, you can deal with it. You're a grown man. Don't you have any friends who know any of that kind of stuff? Maybe Dad knows someone. He'll probably have to deal with it actually, since you're about to get in trouble with the police for trying to steal my wedding presents.
Why does this stuff always happen to me?
Because you make bad choices. You ran out on our mom to live with people who were cheaters. You knew what kind of people they were, and you chose them. That's why you've got problems now.
I just thought it would be better to have a young and attractive woman as a mom rather than a wrinkly old lady.
You're an awful person, and you deserve everything you get. Are you ever going to learn to judge people by their actions instead of by their looks? Our mom might have looked old and tired to you, but that's because she was working hard every day to support her family. Unlike that woman.
Don't start being mean and nasty about my mom. She was always kind to me.
She didn't teach you anything useful, though, did she? Or you wouldn't be where you are now. She only ever thought of you as someone who might eventually bring in some money. I think she was expecting you to work and pay for her lifestyle.
That's not true.
It is. That day she came over to our house, she told my mom she was excited you were coming to live with her too, because you looked like you had earning potential.
She didn't say that.
She definitely did. I heard her.
Well, whatever she might have thought to begin with, she definitely loved me and Dad.
Yeah, she loved you enough to leave you with tons of credit card debt, didn't she? Sorry, I just don't believe she had any love or respect for anyone other than herself.
You don't know anything about it.
Sure. Are you saying you never gave her any money from what you've earned at work?
I did give her money, but she said that she was saving it for a trip abroad for the three of us.
So where did you go? You didn't go anywhere, did you? People don't save money in one account just to rack up a bunch of debt on their credit cards. Have the police officers not found you yet?
I'm hiding in the closet till they go away. They're searching all of the rooms. Hillary, I'm sorry for pushing your face into a wedding cake. You've got to help me out. Can't you create a diversion so I can get out of here without being seen? I'll give you the wedding present money back the next time I see you, I promise.
No way, I'm not falling for that. You know Mom was so happy to hear that Derek and I got engaged. Before she started to get really sick, she used to talk about our wedding plans all the time. She was so excited to imagine what I would look like in my wedding dress. That's why I was so determined to make the most of this day. And then you turned up and ruined it. There is no way I'm going to let you get away with it. It's more likely that I'll give away your hiding place by making your phone light up every time you get a message.
But I'm sorry I ruined your day. I'll apologize officially to Derek as well.
I don't care. I wanted to have the best day possible so that Mom would look down on us from heaven and see how happy we were. That's not going to happen now, is it?
I'm sure Mom's really happy for you anyway.
Oh, stop pretending to care, Joshua. I'm going to make sure you get punished properly for stealing our money and ruining our day. The first thing I'm going to do when I get back off my honeymoon is talk to our lawyer and see if I can sue you for causing emotional distress. I'll make you pay.
What? You can't sue me for pushing your face into a wedding cake? And I don't have any money, so I won't be able to pay. Wouldn't you feel even worse for ruining my life like that?
Not after what you've done. I know the kind of person you are, and you deserve it.
I promise I'll make it up to you another way. I'll be your servant and do anything you want. I'm sorry, I really am. Just don't call your lawyer. I'll give back all the money I took, and it'll be like none of this ever happened.
The police eventually found my brother hiding in a laundry closet in the hotel. He was still carrying the money he had stolen from our wedding cards. There was over $2,000 in there. I had no idea how much it was. He was arrested for breaking and entering and theft and taken to the police station. With the evidence from the hotel security cameras, they were also able to charge him with criminal damage because of all the locks and doors he broke. In the end, he was ordered to pay the hotel $10,000 in damages, and because he had a couple of prior convictions for theft, he went to prison for 5 years. I didn't bother suing him for emotional distress. I didn't think it was right because the sight of him going to prison kind of made up for him ruining my day. He did have to pay a fine for trying to steal the cash from our wedding cards, though. So, all in all, I think he's paid for his crimes. The last I heard, he was getting involved with some pretty nasty loan sharks who prey on people like my brother with bad gambling habits. I do kind of feel sorry for him, but I also know he's had plenty of opportunities to change his ways. I expect he'll end up back in prison pretty soon, but that's none of my business now. Derek and I have moved away to try and make a fresh start in a different state. My brother apologized to me, and my dad doesn't seem interested in either of us anymore. I haven't heard from him since the trial, and I don't expect to see him again. They've both got what they deserved. I'll never forget the way that they treated my mom. I just think it's best for all of us if we move on. Derek and I are looking forward to starting our family soon, and his mom and dad have always been so kind to me. I don't miss having relatives of my own. I just wish my mom was here to see me so happy. But I know that she would be proud of me and happy for me now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more content.